of AICTE ATAL sponsored offline 1 week faculty development program on data-driven strategic planning and decision making, organized by IPS Academy Indore. So today we have Ankita Srivastav with us, an accomplished engineering leader with over 11 years of experience in application development, data-driven engineering, and large-scale digital architecture. She's serving as an engineering manager at Tata Click, Tata Unistore Limited, where she leads cross-functional Android engineering teams and anchors platform-level initiatives for Tata Click's marketplace and luxury applications. She has superheaded major projects including integrating all three Tata Click verticals into unified tech repositories, diving, driving architecture revamps using MVVM+, clean architecture and Jetpack Compost, and embedded advanced analytics using Adobe, CleverTap, Apps Flyer, OmniStruct, and Firebase. She holds a BTech in Electronics and Communication, a PG diploma in Wireless and Mobile Computing from CDAC, and MBA in Business Analytics from NMIMS Mumbai. A combination that empower her with both engineering precision and strategic analytical thinking. A hackathon winner, star performer, certified interviewer, and mentor to many young developers, Ankita continues to build engineering culture that value precision, innovation, and impact. Her expertise spans Android engineering, specifically Java, Kotlin, Jetpack Compost, DIHILT, clean architecture and modular app development, CI/CD pipelines, code quality and testing frameworks, data-informed development and business intelligence-driven decision-making, agile leadership, team mentoring, and engineering best practices. Before Tata Click, Ankita contributed to high-stakes mobile application in e-commerce, banking, insurance, and real estate at Future Group and 3i Infotech, with several of her apps live on Play Stores now. We welcome you. Now, I would like to invite Vinod sir. Okay, fine. We will do this ritual a bit later. Meanwhile, let us now directly invite Ankita to please take on the stage and start the session. Thank you.
रॉकेट ही नहीं है मेरे पास तो हाँ जी आ गया मैं यस ठीक है थैंक ओके ओके गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन हाउ इज एवरीवन डूइंग गुड एवरीवन हैड ब्रेकफास्ट okay great good to see you all I'll just take a minute to connect it's not displaying on the screen चलिए ठीक है no worries all right so as Mr. Arpan Shrivastava mentioned I am working as an engineering manager in Tata Click and I am a coder at heart but nothing comes when you don't know anything about data so data is very important in our lives in professional as well as personal so today I am going to explain a lot about data I hope everyone is already aware about a lot of things because this is the 5th day, right, of the FDP. So just before starting, I just wanted to understand few things. So in the past 4 days, can you, anyone, tell me what is one insight that you took from all the 4 sessions, which is a wow factor for you? Anyone can tell. Anything about the last 4 sessions, which is the one thing that you like the most about data? Right. Exactly. Exactly, exactly. Because we are not aware what is happening with our data sometimes. Anything else? True, very true. All right. So let's keep this session very interactive. I'll be asking a lot of questions because I also wanted to understand what you are understanding at this point in time. So my main focus today will be on e-commerce. So when I talk about e-commerce, I wanted to ask, what is your favorite shopping application? Anyone? Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra. Okay. So about Amazon, I heard a lot. What is the one thing that you like most about Amazon? UI. Oh, it is first actually I am learning about Amazon because for Amazon, my personal experience is the logistics. Their delivery mode, it's amazing. Like sometimes when I order today, it came in the evening only. So the logistics they have cracked. Yes, UI is for sure. Yes, totally agree. I know that. I mean, we are struggling a lot in returns process. We got a lot of complaints. So yes, that is true. You are a Tata Click customer also? Great to know that. Tata new, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, this is just the initial I wanted to ask. Okay, now everyone is traveling these days and there's a lot of traffic. So imagine a situation, you are going from office to work, office to home, and there's a huge traffic. And suddenly the GPS say, take the next left, detour for 10 minutes, and it'll be a faster route. So the one thing that comes in our mind is a human tendency is no, I know this route. I won't be going in that because 10 minutes detour and it will be late home. Now what happens is 30 minutes later you are still stuck on the same road because you have trusted your intuitions against the GPS. That should not be a situation, because what GPS knew is it has access to a number of live data, because a lot of people are traveling on that route, right? They have mobile phones, everyone's GPS is on. So GPS is tracking all the data at the real time. But what you know about your intuition is, I know this route, but you don't know about the traffic conditions that is ahead. So this is a normal hunch debacle of intuition versus data. Intuition is good, but it should be backed with data. So what is the insight that we learn here is, intuition is based on personal experiences. It is very limited. It is based on your past memories, which can be wrong at certain point in time. And what is data is, it is real time. It is backed by the system, which is super accurate. Now, we come to why data matters in e-commerce. So, e-commerce totally rely on data, because as soon as you open the application or you're checking your desktop website, anything, every click, every scroll that you're making, every page that you're visiting is a digital footprint for us. We know where our customer is reaching, what journey our customer is covering. For example, you are just searching products, and you're just searching, you're going to the detail page of the product, you're adding the product to the cart, but you're not moving ahead. So you have added 10 products to the cart, but you're not moving ahead. So now we have to track why you're not moving ahead. We have a lot of issues for cart abandonment. So that is the data for us. We need to have insights on that, why we are not able to allow customers for the checkout. Is our journey broken? Or is the checkout UI is not good? Or our order journey is not good? So that's where data is very important in e-commerce. So now objectives today is explore the type of data and how it is important. The challenges when we are dealing with the data, there are a lot of challenges. We are going to identify a few tools and techniques, and there will be a small practical session as well today, and we will discuss few future trends in e-commerce. Okay. So the type of data and the role of data in e-commerce majorly segregated into 4 types. One is transactional data. What do you mean by transactional data? It is the purchase history of a user, the number of orders the user is making, the modes of returns, cancellation, transactional data. Then comes the behavioral data. How much time user has spent on the platform, what are they clicking, what are they searching. This is a normal behavioral data. Then comes demographic data. It is very, very important in e-commerce. What is the location of a user, what is the age, what is the gender of the user, so that we'll also know from where our users are coming, what is the age group which is the maximum that user is using. Then comes the operational data. It is as well important to have a track of inventories, to have logistic performances. So these 4 combined gives a 360 view of the total data that we are going to use and help customers explore and benefit their journey. All right, there's a small case study. I'm going to ask, yes. For sure. For sure. Okay, if you want, I can go back and sure, please. And please do that only. Just narrow down my speed whenever I'm going fast. Okay? Yes, yes. I'll be sharing this. Yes, yes, for sure. Please go ahead. Let me know when it is completed. Interfere me in between, ask questions. For sure. Okay. These days, digital is everywhere. No one is willing to write. They'll just search ChatGPT and everything. Data is available everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to ask a very basic case study. So there is a e-commerce firm which launched an ambitious nationwide sale on beachwear. So it is targeted with a revenue of 50 crores. They are thinking that they are going to achieve 50 crores by this sale. After continuous 3 days of aggressive marketing, the campaign is still failing short. So can anyone tell me why this has been happening? Any insight, any vague guesses, anything is fine. Correct? Exactly. Exactly. Very true. That's the correct answer as well. So, despite the substantial marketing, they have failed to segment the customers on their location. See, India is a vast country with a lot of regions, lot of seasons, lot of weather conditions. Right now we are in Indore and we are experiencing mild winter here. But I came from Mumbai. There we don't even need a jacket or even full t-shirts because there is summer, always summer. So we cannot provide a sale selling the winter wears to the Mumbai customers because it is irrelevant to them. So that's why personalization came in picture in e-commerce. So whatever you have answered, it is called personalization. So in a very geographical diverse country like India, there are a lot of countries, lot of different regions. So we have to have personalization enabled in e-commerce to target that specific segment. That is very correctly told by you. That is the same which we have explained. So the main reasons for the campaign to fail were these: seasonal and regional misalignment. So that's what we were talking about, because here is winter, Delhi might have a very, very cold weather, which might not be in Chennai or Kerala. So then lack of personalization, poor audience segmentation, which you said, ma'am, and marketing channel efficiency, timing conflict. Timing conflict is you are promoting beach wears in December or November. So these are the main causes. Now, what could have been done to improve that? We have to have geo-targeted recommendation. So whenever we provide sale, we have to keep in mind which demographic region we are providing the sale. If in Indore I am promoting the winter wears, I have to promote something else. So that has to be handled very efficiently. Then dynamic homepage content. Whenever you open an application, the page that appears in the first is your homepage. So on homepage, we have to have dynamic content. I cannot have same content for all the people living in India. I have to have dynamic content. Then is localized campaigns. We can have localized campaigns. So there are a lot of tools which I will be explaining in the future slides. I will tell them how are we going to target the localized campaigns. Better integrated personalization, similar. Inventory optimization. So if I'm saying inventory optimization, in places like Mumbai, Chennai, if I am promoting beachwear, I have to have inventory in hand. If I am going out of stock, nobody is going to like that in the time of sales. Behavior analytics, how my customer is behaving on that particular sale. That is also very important. If my customer is not liking my sale, I have to change it in the runtime. So when we are strategizing our recommendation, these are the key factors that benefits our e-commerce platforms. It is conversion rates are higher. Okay, what is conversion rate? Anybody know it? Okay, conversion rate is when I am browsing a product, I am adding a product to cart, I am doing a checkout journey, and I am placing an order. If I am not placing an order, it is not a conversion. Whenever I am placing an order, that counts under the conversion. So this is conversion rates. We are going to have this term a lot in the future slides, so please keep in mind. Then improved ROI and better satisfaction. So all these things are the strategies, and it actually works. I'll give some time to write it. It's the total not only the. I'll take a pause for you to write it down. If any question, you can directly ask. Behavior analytics, I will show some analytics tool and technique in which we are capturing that. Yes, data. Yes. Is it done? It is abstract. See, if you are also browsing any application, you might like cart page, you might not like cart page. You can go to the checkout journey, you cannot go to the checkout journey. Everything, like I said, the time spent on screen is also captured as data. So for example, you are spending a lot time of my product details page, I'll get to know your behavior of the browsing. I'll know that you're liking the page, but let's say you're not checking it out or you're not placing an order. Then I have to work why? So I'll go to your your past orders and see. Let's say you are saying that our returns is not good. So I'll just check what has happened in the past. That is all my data. And on that I'll know, okay, my customer is coming to my application, browsing and doing everything, but the customer is not happy with the returns flow. So I'll know where to target, and I know your behavior, so I'll work on it. That's how we capture the behavior. Okay. So there are two terms very important in e-commerce, personalization and recommendation. Personalization we have already understood. Now comes to the recommendation. Any guesses what is recommendation? Okay. Okay. Yes, yes, that is recommendation. What you have said, it's a combined user experience which can come under personalization. So personalization we have already understood. Recommendation is suggesting specific product based on user behavior. Like she said, I am browsing a lot on beauty products. I am spending a lot on lipstick category, makeup category. So whenever user will land to my application or web page, I will promote those. That is called recommendation. So see, example is also there. After buying a swimsuit, the system will recommend automatically sunscreen and flip-flop for you. That is recommendation. Okay, so when we are capturing data in e-commerce platform, there are a lot of challenges and risks that comes with that. So you must be also browsing the data and you are giving a lot of permissions without knowing what is going to happen with your data, right? So for example, I am opening Myntra and they are asking me location permission. Why are they asking me location permission? Sometimes they ask the media gallery permissions as well. So you have to be very careful when you are providing any permission to any application, not only e-commerce, any application, because there are a lot of risks and challenges attached to it. So we'll, sorry? Yes. 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 So only while using the app, so that let's say user location permission, it is mainly for the recommendation and personalization aspect. But if you are not okay with giving your permission as well, your application will work. It's just that your correct permission will not be sent, and that is okay, that is perfectly fine. But there are a lot of other permission as well, like read SMS, read your call logs. Yes. So that you have to be very careful about it. Okay, so first is data privacy and compliance. So when we talk about data, data is very sensitive. Okay, so every company which is working on getting the data from user has to comply with these regulations. Otherwise, there will be legal actions taken against them. So we have to implement actually a very secure storage and robust encryption to store the user data. We have a lot of audits happening in our organization every 6 months to check this. If not, then user is at risk for sure. Then there are data quality issues, which we are right now discussing. Let's say you're not giving permission, and I am in Indore right now, and my location is going as Delhi. There is a default location that we set, which is of Delhi. So what happens in that case is, I will get incorrect data. I will get Delhi K campaigns, I'll get their sale content. So that is also not fine. So we have to work around that as well. Then is integration complexity. So like I said, there are a lot of inventory challenges with us. So For integration, we have to make sure with the data, proper inventory level is maintained at every places. That is one of the critical challenges that we face. So, for example, Nykaa integrate personalization with inventory to avoid recommending out-of-stock products. Amazon AI-driven architecture. So, every company uses different integration for their seamless experience. Then lastly, it is skills gap. So, right now, people think that the data analytics, understanding the data should be only known by a data science engineer or a machine learning expert. Is not the case right now in this era. Right now, everyone should know at least a bit about data. When I'm talking about this is a personal experience which I want to share. Our CTO, Mr. Suman, always says that whoever is in my team should know coding. Even if it is a product manager or a QA tester or a developer, everyone should know coding. Similar is the case for data. Everyone should at least understand data, how to analyze dashboards. So that's why skill gaps is also very critical challenge for us. Okay, there's just small, ma'am, you have written? You have written? Done now? Okay. So this is a very a recent case of Shopify. Shopify is an application which sells personalized t-shirts. So what they were doing were, they were tracking cookies of customers. And with that, they are going to get the knowledge of customers and they are selling it to other channels. For example, you also might be getting a lot of phone calls about your parcel is here, your parcel is there, or anything, whatnot. So they are using the user's data in California and selling it to the third parties without their knowledge. So a California consumer filed a lawsuit against them and they are still fighting for it. So this is just one case about the compliance issue which I was talking about. It is of Shopify. Yes, yes. 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 So if I'll tell as per my experience, yes, human beings are always required for coding or any other things. AI is serving as a support system for us. AI can never replace human beings because if you are writing a code, let's say Python's code, and you're asking AI, give me a code to calculate these things, it will give you. But there are a lot of cases when that code doesn't work. When that code doesn't work, you have to need experience, which your AI can never give. I have experienced it when I am working in my coding IDE, that is my software development system. So I used to ask a lot of questions in my Copilot or Gemini. It gives me a lot good suggestions. I can directly incorporate that in my code. But when error comes, whenever I'll ask to rectify it, it will give me error code only. It is not going to correct it because that is also trained on data, but experience matters a lot. So to solve your issues, to debug. So debugging is something I'm talking in a coding language. Debugging is something which is a step-by-step process to know how your coding is working. So debugging cannot be done by AI. You have to have a human being to do that. AI is a supporting and helping hand for us, but it can never replace human beings. Debug can be done. Yes, there are softwares available, but there's need a human interference for that because there are a lot of values that we need to identify which we cannot directly ask the AI for that. So it is something which is very good for us. It's like a aid for us. We should, yes, yes. And also, sorry, yes, yes. Okay. Product manager is some person, let's say Tata Click is a product. There are a lot of features in my product. Say product detail page is there, return journey is there. Then I am introducing a new AI assistant in my application. Product will take the requirement from business. By business, I mean the category managers. Let's say I have, so in our company, we have multiple categories. We have eyewear, we have beauty category, we have fashion category. Those are business. They take requirement from the business product. They will tell us, the engineering managers, that we need this feature to be shipped, let's say 1 month later. Now you have to develop it. That is the role of product manager. He will, I'll tell that. So now it is done. Now one engineering manager comes into picture. They will take the task assigned to the developers in a pure technical perspective. They will ask coding and coding challenges to the product manager. So product manager and engineering manager, the only difference between them is the technical perspective. The product manager doesn't know anything about the architecture, the coding standards. So they can only give us the requirement. Yes, for sure. So, yes, that is his perspective, correct. Okay, so that is his point of view, that they should know coding. But what product managers are is not known for coding. It's his perspective, it's his way of working, that everyone should know coding. Even the QAs should know coding. But QA can never be a product, QA can never be an EM, EM can never be a product or QA. Everyone has their tasks segregated. What my work is to align my team, and they should follow the proper coding architecture. That product will not tell me. Now, whenever my feature is shipped, I will tell my product manager that this is shipped. Now, the product manager's responsibility is to track that. Now they will take the dashboards. They will check whatever feature I have developed, it is working fine or not. That is not my responsibility. Knowing it is a plus feature for me because I know data. Yes. 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 So it is very much, so even I was offered a role for product management, that okay, just leave engineering and come to product. But it is in person. So a lot of my product manager also knows coding, but they're not into it. They're just concerned with the product. That is the specified areas. Okay. Relevant? Indian example. Not that I recall of, but there might be. I can search out for you and share. There will be for sure. Someone. True. A lot of do that. It's just that you're filing a lawsuit against them or not. If it is filed, then it can be public. But there are a lot of things already happening. Yes. Yes. I totally agree. Yes, see, coders are getting replaced, but like you said, there is 80% that it is already feeded, but 20% is still human experience. Experience something we cannot feed. Whatever you are teaching in your classrooms, it's your experience. You cannot expect ChatGPT or any other AI assistant to give you that. They can give you all the data in the world, but they cannot give you the experience that you have while working. So that's what. For sure, see, A lot of things are already being replaced by AI, but there is still some human touch which will be required. Yes. LLM is learning, it is learning, it is learning day by day. They are doing chat GPTs while the exams as well. You exactly. The time complexity, space complexity. Yes, they will not. No, but it's actually good to have interacting sessions. Yes. Correct. 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 No, no, that is okay. It's no worries, sir. It's actually good to have discussions. It should not be one way. It should always be a two-way communication. Yes. Sure. So like sir was saying, I have interviewed a lot of candidates for our team. So whenever I'm taking virtual interviews, I know that they are taking help from ChatGPT because we know the eye movement. So whenever you're shifting your eye from here to here, I know that they are switching the tabs and checking the answers. But I never interpret them, but there is a point of criteria when we call them offline. There's nothing that they know, what they have told in the virtual or online sessions. So this I got to learn that offline interviews are always better to have good candidate for your team than online interviews. ChatGPT can help, but you should also have the experience, whatever you have done. Okay, done. I will try that, sir. Okay. Now coming to back to e-commerce, there are key data sources in e-commerce which are very important is web analytics platforms. So it is both web and mobile analytics platform. We have a lot of tools like Google Analytics, we have Adobe Analytics, we have Omniture, we have Clever Tabs. So these are all the platforms which help us understand users' data, whoever is coming to our platform. This is one. Then is our customer relationship management, which is governed by any of the tools and technology that the customer relationship management team wants to use. It is also a key data source. There is Salesforce, HubSpot, and there are many more tools. Social media intelligence. So it is sentiment analysis, influencer tracking platform. So these days social media is a boom and we have to do marketing a lot on the social media platforms. But that also needs to be tracked. Otherwise we don't know which ad or which platform, which social media channel is performing better. So we have data for Facebook, we have data for Instagram, we have data from Google Ads. So we know. I will show in the upcoming slides how are we going to check that. Then the ERP. So enterprise resource planning is SAP or Oracle or anything that Amazon might use different. We are using SAP. So these are the key data sources that we are using in e-commerce. Yes. Adobe has a very, very good. You have? Achha. It is the Adobe Analytics tool is known as Omniture and it is one of the best tool for analytics. Google Analytics is free. The paid one is Adobe. It's really good, but they charge a lot. Because yes, because no, it is enterprise based and there are a lot of we have millions of user base, so every click they are charging, so it's huge, but it is really good tool to dig and analyze everything. Okay. Now, these are the some things which I really wanted to explain to you all. It is the tools and technology that is in the data-driven world. Analytics and visualization. There are a lot of good visualization too. A lot of them are open source as well. Tableau, Power BI, Google Data Studio. In the upcoming session, in the second half, we will be digging a little basics of Tableau also. So we'll see how amazingly it visualizes the data. Anyone here knows Tableau? How to work on Tableau? Okay, then I think you will really like that session. AI and machine learning. So artificial and machine learning is something which we are using in e-commerce, which is a necessity these days. So by AI and machine learning, for example, if you use Nykaa, you see you can try on a lipstick directly and see how is it looking at your face. So that is a virtual try on, that comes under AI. What is machine learning? Is the recommendation engine. So or a review-based system. Let's say I am browsing shirts, it will recommend me more shirts. So that is machine learning. I have to train my system so that it will automatically identify it. Machine learning example I'll explain a little more detail in the next slide. Then cloud infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure is something wherein we pass our data, store our data, which we are showing to the user. So we use AWS, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. In Tata Click we are using AWS. Then is data warehousing. Data warehousing is where all the data is stored. It is humongous data, and Redshift, BigQuery, Snowflake. These are some of the common data warehousing used by the e-commerce giants like Amazon, Flipkart, and we are using Redshift for that. So I'll take a pause. If anyone has any question, can ask. Let me know when you're done with writing. I'll move to the next. Yes. So, okay. So let's say Redshift. All the data of the customer, apart from the analytics which I was talking about, Adobe or CleverTab, is in my system. Let's say the number of orders, what user has ordered, number of returns. It is all stored in a data lake. We call it a data lake. It is like a database. So it is stored. Now, I want to check the users. Every company, no. So in Tata Click, I can only get the Tata Click's user-based data. And how I will map it to the analytics is, let's say Tableau. Tableau is a tool, data visualization tool. I can directly connect my Tableau to my data lake, and I can analyze the data from there. It's an amazingly visual representation, which region is performing the best, or which category is performing good. So that can be done by there. Yes. Okay. So Tableau is a data visualization tool. I'll connect it to my Redshift or data lake. Then it will give me all the tables that are there in my database. Whichever query I want to, I have to write the query. That is where my role will come. I will write the query. It will show me the presentation or visualization. Let's say I'll query, select users from North region whose number of orders are greater than 20 for the month of November. That query I have to give. And it will give me that visualization. No. That query I have to give. That is a query. See, databases needs queries. So that is a query that I have to give. But Tableau, I'll explain in the next session. I can drag and drop easily. That is a drag and drop thing. Sorry, data warehousing? It's not, okay. So data warehousing is where it's like a database. Cloud is also a database, but you cannot store humongous data into your cloud because it will be very cost effective. So cloud infrastructure is, okay, a little technical, I'll try to explain it in human terms. Let's say you are opening an application of Amazon and you have added a product to cart. Let's say you have added a t-shirt to cart. Now that data will be sent to my cloud infrastructure, not in my data warehousing. That will go to AWS. It will store that, okay, this user, you will have a unified cart ID for yourself. That against your cart ID, that entry will be made. And whenever you will go to the cart page, that query will be gone to AWS. You will query that, you will go to your cart and you will see that product. It has nothing to do with data warehousing. Yes. Yes, you are communicating with the cloud. You're not communicating with the data warehousing. Data warehousing is something when we have to visualize the data. When, let's say, my business or my category wants to analyze the data, they are not going to go to the cloud infrastructure. They have nothing to do with it. They are going to data warehousing. Okay, have you heard about databases, SQL, MySQL, Oracle? So that is something which can be visualized. Okay, there are two completely different things. Data warehousing doesn't need internet connectivity. It is offline. Your cloud infrastructure need internet to get your data. So you cannot do any operation or application when you're offline, right? So that is the main difference. Yes. No. Yes. No, not physical. Everything is cloud. Yes. Yes. That. Yes. 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 Amount of data that we are keeping. Yes. Okay, now we'll come one by one to the tools and techniques that we use. Okay. Does anyone wants to take a break, quick break, can take it, or otherwise we'll continue. Okay, all right. So Adobe Analytics, also known as Adobe Omniture, is a powerful tool wherein if we know how to dig the data, we can know each and every minute details. So this is such a powerful tool for us. Okay, let's say it gives you deep customer journey insights. Now I can see number of visits my user, number of total visits, the viewing any product, that total number can become, how many users are adding. Okay, so I can have a total funnel also. By funnel I mean from searching a product to adding it to doing a checkout, then placing an order. That is a total funnel, and that whole journey can be visualized using the Omniture. That is a very major scenario. When I talk about small details, there are a lot of issues which comes up. Let's say currently we had huge pin code serviceability issues coming up for users. Even the products are in stock, users are, the tracking data shows that those products are unserviceable. So by digging deep in the Adobe Omniture, we found that we are sending a wrong message from the application side to the server. Everything was working fine, just the error name was wrong. So that is the type of insights that Adobe Omniture gives to us. Then segmentation we can do. Segmentation we have already learned. Attribution modeling. Then comes customized dashboard. So when I'll show you the dashboard, you will understand how powerful this tool is. I was planning to actually show you live dashboards, but that cannot be a case. Okay, so we have to see where the customer is dropping. We also have to check that. So that comes under attribution modeling. So on which page or on which journey my user is dropping the most comes under that. Okay. So I cannot show the live dashboard, that is against the company policy, but I have tried to put out some screenshots. Okay. So this is very interesting. I have pulled out the Black Friday sale ka data from my dashboard, and okay, if you see, these are the number of visits. These are the number of visits. It is around 19 lakhs users have visited, and this is day-wise data which is segregated. Then comes the product visits. By product visit, I mean when you are clicking on a product and you are going to the product detail page, that is count as the product visits. So out of 19 lakh users, my 2.55% are coming on this. Then how many of them have actually added those products to the cart is my cart addition rate. So that is Achha. Then cart addition rate is how many of the users out of these have added those products to the cart. So this is my cart addition rate, which is very, see, if you see, the pattern is very similar. We have to be worried when the pattern is, like for example, if I see 4% here, then I have to worry about it. Why is it happening? Then checkouts. Checkouts is after adding the product to cart, how many users have actually checked out? So out of those 6.4% users, 3% have checked out in this. There is a drop here. We'll have to see why it is a drop of 1%. Then this is the conversion rate. This is where user have placed orders after doing a checkout. It is very less. See, from 19 lakhs, we have already come to 1.44, 1.7, 1.3%. So let's say if we have 100 users, only 1 or 2 users are those which we are converted. This is the conversion rate. These are number of orders which I've tried to put out, and this is the revenue. Total number of sales on November 1st, November 2nd, so this is the number of revenue. This is the dashboard which gives you all the insight. This is just few parameters that I've tried to cover, but there are a lot of other things as well. This is similar. See, the conversion, that is where every e-commerce has to work. Because visits are humongous, but the conversion rate is very small. Checkout is, you are coming to the checkout page and you're not paying. You're just checking out and just exiting the application. Or maybe you are paying, but your payment failed. That comes under the checkout percentage. Conversion is you have successfully paid and you have successfully created an order. No, each day. It is day-wise data. November 1st, November 2nd. No, for entire products, yes. Yes. So we have another funnel, post-order journey we call it. So we have that as well, number of returns, number of yes, feedbacks, ratings and reviews, yes. Uh, yes. We can track, see, in this also, if I have your customer ID and I can query directly inside the breakdown of 1st November, it will give you your data. Yes. So sometimes when customer sorry? Yes. So it will drop, so it will be dropped from the revenue, or we call it a NMV and GMV. It is the global marketing value and net marketing value. So like you were saying, right? Sorry? So conversion rate is just converting a user to place an order. But what you are saying is after post-order journey, a user has cancelled, user has returned the product. So when I'll calculate the total sale number for that day, I'll have to subtract that value from this. That will give me the exact amount. That is your net sale that happened on that day. Subtracting the number of cancelled, failed, returned orders. This is just one positive flow, but yes, those also comes into picture when we calculate the sales. So I was saying there was one customer which complained that so we have to dig deep, we have to get the number. From that number we got the customer ID and we break it down, then we get to know where the problem was. It seems like the card that the customer was using was failing a lot of time. So then we asked the user, we directly called. This is how we can analyze the data to that level. We can even see the cards, the number of cards. Let's say American Express has how many success rates. So this type of data we can directly take. This is also one more, which I was saying social media plays an important role. So this is the data from 19th to 23rd November. This is, so it's upon the company to decide on what we have to pay more. So as per ours, retaining an old customer, we are focusing always more than acquiring the new customers. Eventually, both are important. So this is also cross-device tracking, which we were talking about. It gets data from all the 3-4 channels which we are using. So otherwise similar like which the first image is showing, we can track virtually any action which user is performing. Now this is a dashboard, this is a very dummy, that was ours, but this is a very dummy dashboard which I have took out. So see, it says the exit rate is 5.80%. So 5.8% out of my total has been exited from the journey. And this is the country-wise audience overview, wherein we can see a lot of different countries and their sessions and clicks and whatever they are doing like that. This is a very good visualization of the top acquisition channels. Like my paid traffic is giving me a lot of customers. The organic search is directly you are checking the application. It's not you're coming from anywhere. And this is something which is sales goals. Any goal you can define and it will give you the dashboard like that. So Google Analytics is also an amazing tool and it is open source. Yes, it is paid. Then comes Firebase Analytics. It is also from Google and it is also open source. It is an amazing This is mainly, we can call it for mobile applications for Android and iOS. Okay. Here also, the same thing can be happened, but the major advantage of Firebase is whenever you are searching or browsing an application, have you faced that your application has suddenly stopped? Band ho gaya ekdam se. You have faced that. Okay, so in technical terms, we call this a crash, that your application is crashed. And it is actually a very setback for the technical team because your app can never crash. Has anybody faced Netflix crashing? WhatsApp and Instagram are like a lot, but you have faced? Okay. Okay, but does it unexpectedly stopped for you? Because as per my experience, I have not seen Netflix crashed even once. That's why I've asked the example, but it can happen. So why my application is crashing? Because there are crores of users that are using, and how will I track that? My application is crashed. This is where Firebase Analytics comes into picture. It will give me exact line number in my code where my code is crashing. So it is an amazing insight which gives. Yes, so I get the number of users on which this crash happened. I get the number of devices on which this crash happened. That's why I'm telling you, there's a lot of numbers that we get the crash rates. So even for few things, there is a device specific issue that happens. For example, once we have identified a crash was only happening on Samsung devices. Then we have to write an additional code only to handle it for the Samsung user. That's how we get it from Firebase Crashlytics. Then comes remote config and A/B testing. Does anybody know about A/B testing? Yes. So it is a controlled experiment. Firebase gives that opportunity as well. A/B testing, I'll explain further. User cohorts and funnel, it is similar like GA4. I will tell. I will tell in the future slide, it is very clearly explained there. That's what, yes. Yes, we have two versions, and which version is performing better we can identify from A/B testing. So in your, this is free. Firebase, anything from Google is free. This is a Google's tool. Then predictive audience. So we can have Firebase machine learning algorithm in place. So there's a direct machine learning algorithm given by Firebase to see the engagement strategies. And then comes free and fast. Yeah, what we already mentioned that this is open source and it is a very fast tool. I will show you the live dashboard of Firebase at least. So this is the live dashboard of Firebase for Tata Click right now. So this is testing applications data. So right now I can see the number of daily active user. Right now the daily active user is 44 because this is a testing app. Maybe the testers are on it. Retention is there. Revenue it will show. Okay, and these are the other application. I'll show the other features. That we can switch. This is just a test dashboard, hence it's coming in dollars. And we have some good analytics here. Okay, so I can see the average engagement time at the bottom of the corner. Then I can see active users by app version. So whenever we install an app, it has an app version and it can vary from user to user. So we can check that as well. The number of active users in last 30 minutes, I can change that as well. And okay, I'll show you the Crashlytics. It is really a nice thing. Just, I'll come back there. Analytics dashboard. App stability overview, you're saying? Okay, app stability is your crash-free users. So if my application is crashing, it is dropping that percentage of stability. So for Android, it is 91, and for iOS, it is 100%. It is an ideal scenario. Now this is the something which I was talking about, the crashlytics. So I can see all the logs here, what are the crashes my user is facing and where are they facing it. So when I click here, I can get the exact line number and I can fix that. So this is which is Firebase gives me. Coming back. Okay, it is done. Then last is MoEngage Analytics. So there are a lot of tools. I'll just explaining 3-4 tools that we use. MoEngage is also a tool, but it is majorly used to track all the journey user is doing and to provide, which we were discussing earlier, segmenting. So we have to give segment-wise notification or campaigns to a user. This is where MoEngage comes in picture. So sometimes happens when you open an application and you see a pop-up saying flashing a sale or anything. That might come to you but might not come to you because it is segmented. That is where we target it from MoEngage. So it is 360 customer view. I'll show the next slide in which you can see the lines and the number of pages user is coming through. I'll show you in the next slide. Then comes advanced segmentation, like we said, on users' behavior and users segmenting users' demographics, we are providing campaigns. Real-time analytics is, I can see if you are browsing an application right now, I can see real-time, whatever you are surfing. And it leveraged the power of artificial intelligence also for predictive analytics, and cross-channel attribution is already supported by all, like Android, iPhone, webs. It will give me data from all the 4 and 5 channels. So this is the key benefits of using MoEngage Analytics. Let me know when you are done and I'll show you the dashboard of MoEngage. Done? How many? So okay, a very good question. We have entirely different code for Android and iOS and web. Yes. So it is called native programming. We have native and 3 separate code bases for these 3 channels. I will take that point. I'll definitely take your customer ID and will dig deep what is happening with you. Okay, and about Tata Neu, it is entirely a single code base. Tata Neu is single code base. Tata Neu, because it is a web-based approach and it takes some time, but I will take this feedback and give it. Yes, yes. Amazon is like very, very ahead. No, no, definitely, definitely. And every day we are struggling with that. TD, I don't know. TD is not stable. Like a number of CEOs right now, only Sajid has come 6 months back. I don't know till when he will be going to stay. But at least for us, it is stable. Yes, it is changing at a very fast rate. But at least for us, it is stable. For Tata Click, we have Mr. Gopal from last 2.5 years. At least it is stable, but Tata New. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Mo Engage, and this is the reachability push. By reachability push, I mean the push notification. From the notifications that you get, we can count the numbers, like how many are clicking from that notification and going inside the application. That is the number that we get. And this is for a particular user, who was last active on 13th, how many sessions he have done, how many conversions. This is for a particular customer. So Mo Engage is 360-degree view of a single customer. We cannot track everything here, we track it customer-wise. So this is the dashboard, and the live thing that I was talking about is this. So see, what my user is doing. Campaign delivered, then after campaign delivered, the user has clicked and landed onto the page view. After that, again, app inboxes, which you directly see on your application, there is a pop-up that comes up. That is an app inbox. After clicking on that page view, then my app this is the activity of a user that we are directly opening. And this is iOS user, because I can see an Apple symbol. So from here also I can see what user and which journey they are going to. So this is a very nice dashboard if I want to track a single customer's journey. Okay. Any questions till now? All right. So there is one small case which I'll share with you, how a simple coffee menu sales was hiked by 140%. So there is a manager who has an open coffee shop and want to try out an experiment. She conducted a test and she made 2 menus of the same thing on the same day. So menu 1, the version A, has a classic menu board in which a simple text was written, very simple, straightforward. But the menu 2, the version B, has a very tempting menu board. It has a small badge paired with descriptive phrases of smooth, creamy, caramel rich, and bestseller. It shows bestseller. So now after having these 2 menus, what happened was, the result that surprised everyone was, just for 3 days, the manager saw that the version A sales was 50, whereas the version B sales was 120. So the sales increased. Clearly we can see the version B has outperformed the version A significantly. So what could have happened? What is this? Yes. So what they have tried is 2 different UIs for the same thing, and so now that is where the first slide came into picture, intuition versus data. So let's say I was thinking that might be my version A will perform better, but when I saw the results and backed with data, I saw that my version B was performing better. So now this is called as A/B testing, which we always do in e-commerce, and because it is backed by my data. So see, there are 2 versions of the same page. This is a product detail page, wherein one, my price is written here after the product name. In one, it is beside the product name. My checkout and add to cart button has different locations. See, these are 2 different UIs for the same page, but the number of conversion for my A is already better than B. So this is an experiment that is always conducted in an e-commerce while launching a new feature. So for example, I want to launch a feature, but my CTO is saying, nahi, ye image wala hi acha hoga approach. But other people are saying, no, image with text we will see. So what we do is, in a closed audience, it is not released to all the users. In a closed set of users, we perform A/B testing. We do 2 different versions and we check the data. So this is a very important aspect in terms of e-commerce. So A/B testing is something which removes guesswork, obviously, because what we think cannot always be right. It increases conversion for sure. Whenever we are tweaking anything in the UI, can have a major impact on the sales and revenue. It improves customer experience. And also we take feedbacks from the user what can be done better for a better UI. And last is reduces risk. Whenever we are launching a big feature, we have to analyze the risk as well. So we test it by 2 versions and we see which is performing better. Okay, I'll take a pause here. If there is any other question, please ask me. After that, I'll start with an activity. Any question in these last slides? No, so these are, we have a good design team. Those are the design experts. Those design pages, 2 pages. And this is backed by data. Like in previous also, on which CTA's user have clicked, what was the color of it. So they put it, and sometimes you have to listen to the CTO also. Whatever he'll say, we'll make a version of that as well. And we roll it out to, let's say, 10% users. So let's say I have 100 users in which I have rolled out these 2 versions, and then I'll take the data and see which version is performing better, and then I'll roll it out. But I have that capability in hand. I can anytime switch from this version to that, to all the users, millions of users as well. Yes, everything is real time, like you were saying. So we used to demonstrate and understand the data on every day. So let's say you are using it, today you can like it, tomorrow you cannot like it. So that also we track. And based on that we perform these. A/B testing doesn't happen on all the features. It happens on ones in which people are doubtful. The team is doubtful. For that we usually perform it, and there are a lot of discussion when we are launching a feature. There are a lot of discussion happened. 50% are saying this will work, 50% are saying that will work. So we perform an A/B testing for that. Yes, yes. It can be done on the previous as well. Yes. But that requires a release of application. So anything that we change, we have to release the application to Play Store and App Store. That is the thing. Website mein kya hota hai? Whenever we are changing and we are deploying it, you will see it directly. But for apps, the adoption is slow. If I am launching it today, you might get it after a week. That is also a case. Yes, yes. Everything is there. Okay. Okay. So if that is the case, let's say I got the result that version B is performing better and I've rolled it out in the production. Now I'm seeing that there is no significant change that I'm seeing, no visits have increased or very small amount of visit have increased. What I'll do in that case is I'll change the percentage from 50% to 80% now. Let's say version B is not performing better, I'll increase the percentage of version A to 80% now, and I'll check the result. So automatically I'll see if version A is getting adopted better or not. If not, then I'll improve it from 30 to 80 again. So I can do that via remote config. A lot of time we keep 90-10 as well. So this is up to us. It is totally configurable. Yes, even we can do it after post-pilot phase as well, because a lot of times happens when, like she said, we get the results which is not significantly better, so we have to change the approach. Then we have to move the another version as well. So it is a trial, but it is backed by data. So if my version A is not working, it is 1%, 2% only, then I have to change it. And honestly, the significant results came. For a footwear category for us, what we have done is the product has asked to remove the buy now button totally from the product page. And they say just keep the add to cart button, will not keep the buy now button. And it actually evolved a lot well. The active part on the footwear pages have increased and the cart conversion rate also increased. So that is the tendency of users now they wanted, and it is also for the footwear category, not for all. Okay. So you must be getting, if you want to individually work on it, or maybe you can pair it table wise. I think understand. Just pair yourself table wise, and okay. So this is a mystery game. You have just think of yourself as you are e-commerce company. You are the owner of an e-commerce company, and you are concerned about the drop in sales for the past month. Okay, the leadership team is worried, and all eyes are on you. What's really going on? So there are 6 clues on the paper that hold the key to understanding what is the problem. But you need to think better with themselves or maybe an analyst. So this is very simple. You have to read the theme, discuss among yourself, and you have to tell me what is happening. You have to identify the root cause for the planning of it. Then which segment is affected. You have to check that within the team. And what's the fit? You have to recommend a strategic plan about what we have discussed in the transition plan. So here is among yourself, and you have an individual group game. So you just discuss among yourself, and after that come up with one answers per group. It is a group exercise. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. आप सारे क्लूज पढ़ लीजिए और फिर आप आंसर करिए व्हाट इज हैपनिंग विच सेगमेंट इज अफेक्टेड एंड व्हाट इज द फिक्स बस ओह यू आर अलोन चलाते हैं लोग हाँ हाँ 3 दिन भी चलेगा ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है by group start करते हैं. So let's start with this group. Based on the clues, आप बताइए what is happening here.
So based on all the clues, we found that maybe company ran some marketing campaign because of which they have added some tier 2 city customers, and for each clue it's fitting, matlab, in some ways.
Tell me what is happening.
So there are some issues which are happening, like app is crashing on older Android devices. Then customers are amending their cards on COD more. So there are some of the issues. The logistic issues are also there in tier 2 cities specifically. And some product categories are not performing good because their return rate had doubled, like small electronics. And also this fast ship monthly pass, which should technically increase the number of orders or order frequency, it's not increasing it. So these are some of the issues that we found. So based on this, we identified that there could be an issue, as I mentioned you, that maybe we ran a marketing campaign and added some tier 2 city customers, because these are the customers who mostly use older Android phones. They are more reluctant to make a purchase, so they are also adding to their carts, because of which the cart has increased. Also, since the number of workers are fixed in tier 2 cities, but the customer base has increased, so that is why some logistic issues have also occurred, because the capacity per person or per worker has increased. And also, since the monthly pass, fast ship monthly pass, so these people would be lesser subscribers than tier 1 cities. So these are some of the issues that we found.
One segment जो आपको लगता है वो सबसे ज़्यादा affect हुई है. Any one segment of customers जो affect हुई है सबसे ज़्यादा.
Maybe the older customers in tier 2 cities.
And what's the fix?
What fix, ma'am?
क्या fix कर सकते हैं हम?
Logistic issues we can face. We can hire more workers. We can increase the warehousing capacity.
So for this group, उन्होंने fix बताया है कि they will work on the logistics, improve the manpower, so that the orders will be delivered fast. Because second clue says that COD orders, customers are abandoning carts. Okay, good. We'll move ahead to you. First, tell me what is happening.
Ma'am, in the case, what's happening is there are delayed deliveries. App is not compatible with the old versions. Interface is not compatible. Abandoned carts and high return rate. And the demographics that we have observed are tier 2 cities, working class people since they are having lunch breaks, and old Android users. And the segment that is being targeted is mostly electronics. And the solution that we have come up with is to have a more compatible version for the old Android mobile phones as well, improving the delivery time, and to have a quality check and analyze the data that why the COD cards are being abandoned.
It's very apt and very well done. Moving on to the next group.
As first segment is there, analyze the clues. We have analyzed all the clues given in this paper. Though we have identified that time constant to browsing as the impact on lunch hours have suddenly reduces orders by 40%. And COD customers are abandoning carts more than usual is that customers are more confusing regarding their product, whether he should buy or not buy the product, and they browse better product for that also. And the third is average delivery time in tier 2 cities has increased from 2 to 3 days to 4.7 days. That means if I have some urgency, then we will go for another platform which are providing at a time. And fourth is the best-selling items last quarter were small electronics. That means that they are providing poor quality products. And next is subscribes of the fast ship monthly pass have not reduced orders. Then that means the loyal customers are already there. And last one is app crash rate is high only on older Android devices. That means Android apps are not updated regularly. And second part is which customers are impacted, ma'am?
So the first thing is the COD segment. So that is being affected. The second one is the small electronics due to the poor quality. Then the third one is the tier 2 and tier 3 cities due to poor logistics. And then, as she mentioned, Android apps which are not updated. Strategies, first we thought that loyal customers are there, monthly plan. So we should give them either some freebies or something to motivate them to buy more, because there are you can say a kind of customers. Then of course the logistics and supply chain have to be taken, taken care of. And as far as this is concerned, Android app, I think some pop-up should come that ये आपका update करना ज़रूरी है. Something, some kind of thing has to come. The only thing that I am not able to find a strategy कि lunch time के लिए क्या किया जाए. क्योंकि वो अफेक्ट हो रहा है, मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ अ बिजी वर्क आवर शेड्यूल और वट एवर. तो क्या कर सकते हैं कि वो तभी बाय कर सके और वट एवर. आई मीन दैट इज समथिंग वी आर नॉट एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई.
Thank you, and that was a good takeaway. And moving ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. Whatever I observed, the first point, what is happening here means basically sales decline because of three reasons. Whatever I find, like cash on delivery. Usually, customers will first they will order, then immediately they will cancel. Like like for example, delivery boy is almost approaching on that time they are canceling. Based on that, sales automatically it will go down. So that is the first point. The second point means I will talk about more on app crash rate. Why? Because we know that Android mobile users are more numbers when compared to Apple or any other devices. So we need to clarify the bugs, like whatever the bugs is coming in the mobile device, and we need to make app as very user friendly. Then it will be very easy. And also automatically average delivery time tier 2 cities is increasing. So we need to add more number of small like customer officers like that for the supporting purpose. If they add, it will be very good idea. The segment what is affected means basically that one is first is app application, and second thing whatever I observed is small electronics, because of that unwanted items. For an example, because of the suppliers, sometimes the electronic items we will receive very bad quality. So based on that also, so we may affect the sales. So what is the fix? What is the problem? Whatever I thought means first one is we need to make app is very user friendly, and it needs to support for all Android devices. Like for example, Android 14, 12, 13 like that. If it is supporting for all the versions, it will be very easy. And also tier 2 and tier 2, 3 cities, we need to make more number of deliveries. That is the, and ma'am, in first point, there is no way because business, no, ma'am, 40% it will reduce. Why? Because the other partners also will fighting each other, no? So that we can't able to address more. So these are the points I find out. Yes.
Thank you so much. Sir.
Acha, first point why people are not understanding. If food is not coming in time, today you will come to know what happens. So very simple, during lunch hours they were ordering and they were not getting in time. So biggest reason was that logistics and the timely delivery is a problem. So I have written what is happening. So Android credit card users are not getting timely delivery of food in tier 2 cities. Okay. The segment is Android device users, tier 2 cities. Quality of electronics is small products. Rather than quality, I think the price is high because they were buying it and later coming to know that it is available at elsewhere at lower rate. That's why they are returning it. And the strategy is improve Android app, provide EMI facility, and improve delivery time.
कार्ट हब के बारे में पढ़ते पढ़ते मालूम पड़ा कि देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग मिसिंग ऑल्सो. जैसे कॉम्पिटिटर्स स्ट्रेटेजी की भी पता होगी व्हाट दे आर डूइंग. सो इन दिस वे वी कैन चेक आउट व्हाट वी कैन इम्प्रूव ऑन इफ कॉम्पिटिटर्स इज डूइंग समथिंग. दूसरा, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स पर ही ज़्यादा फोकस है और यूथ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का एग्ज़ाम टाइम तो नहीं चल रहा है कहीं कि वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स खरीदने ही जा रहा है. तो दिस हैपन्स टू ऑल्सो. तीसरी बात है कि टियर 1 सिटीज़ आर मेयरली 8 सिटीज़ इन आवर कंट्री, और 8 सिटी की पॉपुलेशन 8 करोड़ रुपए, जबकि टीयर 2 और 3 सिटीज़ जो है 60 सिटीज़ हैं, तो 60 सिटीज पॉपुलेशन देखें तो 60 करोड़ हो जा रही है. तो वी हैव टू थिंक ऑन दिस ऑल्सो कि वी हैव टू फोकस मोर ऑन टीयर 2 300 सिटीज. और दूसरी बात है कि एंड्रॉयड यूज़र बहुत ज़्यादा है. अब हमारे यहाँ अगर 140 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन है तो एंड्रॉयड यूज़र एटमोस्ट 100 करोड़ हैं. तो 100 करोड़ एंड्रॉयड यूज़र फोकस ज़्यादा करें ना हम. वो बेयरली iOS यूज़र जो है बहुत होंगे तो 50 लाख होंगे भारत में अभी भी, क्योंकि एप्पल का लिमिटेड वर्जन आता है और शायद एक ही मात्र iOS वर्जन एप्पल ही होता है बस, बाकी तो है ही नहीं. तो एंड्रॉयड पर ही फोकस करें. तो इट इज़ ऑल्सो हैपनिंग. तो ये सॉल्यूशन भी है कि वी शुड फोकस ऑन. छोटा ग्राहक ज़्यादा पैसा देगा, बड़ा वाला एक बार लेके लिमिट हो जाता है और वो ऊपर देखता है. वो हमारी टाटा की तरफ क्यों देखेगा, वो अमेज़न देखेगा और हो सकता है वो सीधे शॉप पर ही चले जाए और वो ऑनलाइन बुक कर लेता है. तो ये भी खतरा है. तो वी हैव टू चेक ऑन. और रूरल एरिया में रादर वी शुड पेनिट्रेट ऑल्सो. और जो लॉजिस्टिक सर्विसेज है वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन इट कि हाँ ये ज़्यादा काम हो सकता है, जहाँ ज़्यादा ग्राहक है उस पर ज़्यादा काम करें ना. हमारा वो कैरियर जो है कंटेनर चलता है वहाँ से बॉम्बे से सब जगह से लेकर के माल तो इंदौर आता है. तो इंदौर पे ज़्यादा फोकस करें रादर हैदराबाद बेंगलोर पर. और ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का जो कम्यूटेशन है ये बहुत बड़ा है. तो ये टीयर 1 जो सिटीज़ हैं नुकसान ज़्यादा दिख रहा है वहाँ पर है, बिकॉज कम्यूटेशन टाइम वहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा है. जो हमारा डिलीवरी गाय भी है वो पहुँचने में बड़ी मुश्किल होती है. कहाँ बेंगलोर में भटक भटक के जाता होगा बेचारा रोड बदल बदल के, तो टाइम ले रहा है तो ग्राहक नाराज हो रहा है. यस.
Thank you, sir. Good observations. Next group.
Hello, so we have analyzed clue-wise. So the first clue regarding reduced orders during lunchtime. So what we have gathered is that people have become more health conscious first, and secondly, like lunch times have changed because of like we have work from home options now. So for everyone's the lunch time is not fixed. So like companies considering orders between 1 to 2 to analyze orders during lunchtime. So they also differ. So what we propose as solution is that providing more discounts during that customized plan. So right, my lunchtime is 2 to 3. So I'll enter that in the app, and the lunchtime discounts will be applicable during that time as well. And more options and providing more healthy options for the first clue. Second was the cash on delivery customers. So the problem with COD is that no coupon discounts. So generally when I select the COD option, discounts generally get removed, or say the UPI. So like yesterday I was ordering from Blinkit. So what happened was when I selected the Google Pay option, the discount was getting applicable. But when you select the COD option, it gets removed. So providing more coupon discounts on COD orders. Then the third is delivery time has increased. So for that we have proposed that increasing more local warehouses, better segregation of goods for faster delivery, and better dispatch management through central warehousing, and yeah, that's it. And better incentives for delivery partners for keeping them motivated. For the fourth clue, we have like what the return rates are high for small electronics. What solution is that maybe the quality is not that okay. So improving maybe the quality so that the return rate is reduced, and also better service assurance to customers. So for small things, they need not return the goods. They are assured that they'll get the best service from the company. And for fifth, we have nothing. For sixth, we have as the app crash rate is high for older Android. So what we propose is that introduce a light app. Like there is Facebook Lite. We have light apps which consume less. Because for older Android, what the problem is that the memory is also less, and if more apps are there, the speed will get reduced. So introducing a light app function and better customer and technical support for them. So that is, thank you.
Thank you so much. You did good observations. More groups left. We'll quickly finish.
Few points I have analyzed. क्लू 1 में मुझे लगता है कि जो डिलीवरी टाइम है उसकी वजह से ऑर्डर्स डिले हो रहे हैं, क्योंकि वेदर या रेनी वेदर होने की वजह से हो सकता है. एंड सेकंड वन इज़ सिंगल मील ऑर्डर जो सेगमेंट है वो ज़्यादा डिले होंगे 40% अगर होना होगा तो. एंड सेकेंड क्लू में जो COD कस्टमर्स का है उसमें मुझे लगता है कि होम अप्लाइंसेस या ऐसे प्रोडक्ट जिसमें लॉजिस्टिक ज़्यादा लगता है वो कार्ड्स से जो है उसको जो है अबेंडन किया जाता है क्योंकि उसमें कंपनी को लॉस ज़्यादा होता है। एंड क्लू थर्ड जो है उसमें मुझे लगता है कि सम रेगुलेटर्स साइड प्रॉब्लम कि अगर कुछ रेगुलेशंस में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो उसकी वजह से जो डिलीवरी टाइम है वो बढ़ रहा है। एंड क्लू 4 जो है because were small electronics, so there is some technical glitches in that product, इस वजह से वो decline होगा। And ये जो फिफ्थ है सब्सक्राइबर्स ऑफ द फास्ट शिप मंथली पास, आई थिंक क्योंकि ल्यूक्रेटिव ऑफर्स हम मेंबर्स को देते हैं तो इस वजह से वो नहीं हो रहे होंगे। एंड ऐप क्रैश रेट इज़ हाई ओनली ड्यू टू अपडेशन आई थिंक, एंड देयर इज।
थैंक यू सो मच, और बहुत अच्छे इंसाइट्स हैं आपके। एंड फॉर फिफ्थ मैं भी अग्री करती हूँ बिकॉज इट इज़ वर्किंग फाइन।
Hello, good afternoon. As this picture shown that they were discussing on a topic and you have given a clues to us. So related to the first one, first clue, the customers who usually buy during the hours and suddenly reduce the order by 40%. I think that there is because of rush and the time availability that they were coordinated themselves and discussing on a topic. That because of time availability and the rush on that time. Second clue you have given that the COD, cash on delivery, customers are abandoning the carts more than usual. That may be because of the charges, I think so. And third is the average delivery time of the tier 2 cities increased from 2.3 days to 4.7 days. That is, I think, because of high trafficking in and networking and trafficking in and everywhere. And the second one is related to the busy schedules. Maybe the people are busy on that time. And the third, I have guessed that the corporate culture, because of corporate culture. And the fourth clue you have given us, the best-selling items last quarter were small electronics, but their return rates has doubled. So as a clue, I'm suggesting that maybe because of quality issues and the change in a trends, because the market change, there is a trend of changing in a market, a week-wise, a day-wise, everything according to new scenario. And the fifth clue is subscribers of the fast ship monthly pass have not reduced by order. That I think that because of no updated anywhere, no changes anywhere because of this. And the sixth one is app crash rate is highly only on older Android devices. Maybe because of latest devices are much more upgraded.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर एवरीवन फॉर द इनसाइट्स। सबने ऑलमोस्ट क्रैक कर तो लिया है। ओके, तो एक एक करके बताते हैं। फर्स्ट इज क्या हो रहा है। मोस्टली आप सबने सही बताया, ठीक है ना, कि डिलीवरी टाइम ज़्यादा लग रहा था, ये प्रॉब्लम था। सबसे मेजर प्रॉब्लम था ऐप क्रैश का, क्योंकि हमारे पास मेजर यूज़र्स, जैसे सर ने बोला, एंड्रॉयड का ही रहता है यूज़र बेस, तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम है बहुत बड़ी। फिफ्थ क्लू जो था ये एक बस आपके लिए कंफ्यूजिंग था। फिफ्थ क्लू पे हमको ज़्यादा ध्यान देना नहीं था बिकॉज जो मंथली सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं अपने, उनके ऑर्डर्स रिड्यूस नहीं हुए हैं, तो वी कैन स्किप दैट। ठीक है, ओके सर। अच्छा, एक यस यस यस, नहीं, दे शुड बी रिवॉर्डेड। दिस इज एक्चुअली गुड। सी, इवन फॉर फर्स्ट क्लू के लंच आवर्स में रिड्यूस्ड बाय 40%। 40% एक बहुत बड़ा नंबर होता है। Yes, for that particular time आप उनको notifications भेजिए, give them personalized offers, like you said segmentation, वो correct था बिल्कुल। एक चीज़ जो सबने मिस कर दी थी वो थी जो second clue है, obviously COD customers abandon कर रहे हैं carts, पर क्यों? बिकॉज ऐसा भी हो सकता है जो प्रोडक्ट्स हम दे रहे हों उसमें हम COD इनेबल करके दे ही नहीं रहे हैं यूज़र को, तो राइट तो यूज़र देख रहा है, मैं एक COD यूज़र हूँ, मैंने देखा कार्ट पे कि इसमें COD अवेलेबल ही नहीं है, तो मैं वो कभी भी ऑर्डर नहीं करूँगी. दैट इज़ समथिंग. बाकी everyone has concluded very nicely. आपके कुछ पॉइंट्स बहुत अच्छे थे. योर सेगमेंटेशन वॉज वेरी नाइस. आपका जो पर्सनलाइज कैंपेन भेजना था वो बहुत अच्छा था. तो इन ऑल सब लोग डेटा क्रैक करने में, आपने जो एक पॉइंट बोला था वो बहुत अच्छा लगा था कि टियर 2 में वेयर हाउस बनाइए, इंस्टेड टियर 1 से लाके टियर 2 में लाएंगे, इट विल टेक टाइम फॉर श्योर. तो टियर 2 में आप वेयर हाउसेज बनाइए तो आपकी डिलीवरी भी विद इन डेज होगी. तो वेरी वेल डन ऑल ऑफ यू. सबके अलग अलग इंसाइट्स थे पर गलत किसी का भी नहीं था. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर एक्टिवली इन्वॉल्विंग इन द एक्टिविटी. अब नेक्स्ट सेशन में आई एम गोइंग टू गिव टैब्लू का इंट्रोडक्शन और हम उसमें प्रैक्टिकल भी करने वाले हैं. तो किस किस के पास सिस्टम्स हैं? सबके पास है? अरे ग्रेट ग्रेट. तो फिर हम सब मशीन में इंस्टॉल कर लेंगे. मे बी अगर आप चाहें तो अलग अलग कर लीजिए, चाहते हैं तो साथ में एक बार ग्रुप में कर लीजिए. तो एक नेक्स्ट सेशन में हम टैब्लू पढ़ेंगे, विजुअलाइजेशन करेंगे एंड वील क्लोज इट बाय मशीन लर्निंग एंड प्रेडिक्टिव एनालिटिक्स. ओके, लेट्स टेक अ ब्रेक. थैंक यू गाइस.
So thank you so much, Ankita, for this insight and a brief, quick exercise. In the second session, we will definitely going to have Tableau hands-on. So I request everyone to be on time so that we can download the Tableau application from the web, and definitely she will help you how to do that. Because in the previous session, when the Python was going on, sorry, the Power BI was going on, few of us found it difficult to download. So I request everyone to please be on time with your systems and at least sit in a group of 3. At least one of them must be having a laptop in front of you, right? So this is the end of session 1. And I request Vinod sir now to please give her the flower welcome. And extremely sorry for the delay. So thank you so much, Vinod sir. Now I request everyone to please come on the stage for the group photograph.
education and yes. So Deepak sir, it is the mic could be used.
So good afternoon, everyone. So, just a sec. Yes. So in this presentation, so the authors have mentioned about how we can take data-driven decision making in higher educational institutions. So as we study data analysis during the course of past 4 days, we realized that data analytics is not just confined to industry. It can also be used in educational institutions to make analytics, make predictions. So the author have discussed that in this paper. So the problem was that even though the higher education institutions, they generate large amount of volumes, and that amount of volumes is actually very beneficial if we can make some data prediction, or we can make some strategies using that large volume of data. We can take the data from the learning management system LMS, from the HR teams and the research teams, and we can make a plan accordingly for the faculty and for the students in order to make a holistic development of the institution. So there were some also leadership struggles that education institutions face. Then the decision making is very slow. It is very manual still in case of low income countries or developing countries like India. And lack of analytical systems, they affect planning and resource allocations, because all of the processes is manual. So in case of data sets, which we can use is the high volume data regarding to student, we can get from about their grades, about their dropouts, and we can make a strategy for the students. Then we can take the faculty data, that how many publications they did, the citations, the career metrics, and we can make plan accordingly. The administrative data for the HR, for the curriculum databases, and external data we can take from libraries and from other benchmarked institutions. So analytical techniques which they have mentioned in the paper are the data mining, the business intelligence dashboards, which we also built using Power BI last day. Then we can have machine learning models such as we can use MCDM approaches like fuzzy logic and TOPSIS, and maybe Demetel also. Then we can have linked data ontology frameworks. So the major outcomes and the outcomes and the major findings of the paper are that in order to achieve a holistic development, data must be integrated into the current system, and we can, using the data, we can build an excellent performance tracking. We can make a better curriculum design. We can enhance the faculty productivity, and we can track the number of the output per faculty. We can have better transparency, so that there are not transparency issues, and the compensation offered to the faculty is transparent. And we can have data-driven enrollment and interventions. So final result and contributions is that this paper talks about is that integrating data analytics into the educational institutions will lead to better decision making, a comprehensive outlook of the landscape, of the academic landscape, and it also shows that by implementing data we can make more targeted strategies for successful implementation, and we can do data integration and some evidence-based decision making also. So this is our presentation. Thank you so much.
Adding to the Ankit points, basically the topic will say that data-driven decision making in higher education institute state of play. Basically, they are talking about tools of data mining. See, data mining is nothing but a digging the data. Like what kind of digging the data process is nothing but a converting of raw data into a meaningful information. So that is most important. So that is why they are using one special tool. They are using mathematical fuzzy logic. So the tool will say what they're saying means this study proposed decision support system like fuzzy multi-criteria decision support models, educational ontology, linked data techniques and mobile learning technologies to analyze student feedback. And moreover, they are reviewing this article, mainly they highlighting the importance of data-driven decision makings in higher education institutes by using this tool. And we can also inform decision leading to better performance, higher student achievements and increased competence of departments and course offered. So this tool is one of the very important tool, and based on this tool also so many other tools also came. But this tool will give an preferred idea, because anyhow we can get the data from any higher education institutes. So that is the point they're talking in the paper. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Again, warm greetings of this day. Again, I have the privilege to stand with my eminent professors